Hello everybody, my name is Merc. We're back playing Clair Obscur Expedition 33. We're back actually at the last fight. My controller turned off. Just to see if there's anything here, and there's in fact invisible walls. So we cannot even go over there. And we cannot be warped back either. So we're just going to do a bit of a trek and walk back to where we were. Run back, I suppose. Just having a look at these enemies up ahead, but be careful because there are other enemies up ahead, but thankfully these ones don't attack us. I'm intrigued by these, what appear to be almost Persian looking fellows, but they're clothed. We could fast travel, but we're actually not that far from the other flag. I want to fight this thing again, though. It doesn't even see us. The contortionist. I think the T-I-O-N sound is Sion en français. Let's go with the Ora Monsieur Bonk. Either way, I'm having fun with accents. Let me have some fun, okay? Marking card. By the time if you see this video, by the time I've uploaded it, I might have even beaten the game, so. Unfortunately, I will never learn one way or another. If my French is close enough. Or just laughable. It's probably a bit of both. CL's pretty fast. Oh, shouldn't have done that. Just spam all my attacks. Mostly just wanted to fight another one. We got a resplendent chroma catalyst out of that. It's not too bad. I was also sort of wondering if maybe you have to repeatedly kill an enemy to keep getting its skills from, or rather for, Monoko. Because it does seem like we've killed multiple enemies and gotten new skills out of them. Sometimes. We've explored all of this sad path, and it's funny because the moment you step in this path, it starts raining, and then the color becomes blue, and then the answer is sadness. I'm curious, is there anything over here? Is this another path? Wasn't even sure. So there's actually 3 other paths you can take. This one's probably anger already, because it's faces of shouting and got quite literal flames here, as well as lava, scorched earth. Nom. Nom nom. This game is still pretty loud at times. I probably will have to go back and lower the volume on the first bunch of episodes.
Enjoy a little destruction, but this doesn't feel right.
It's rage.
Wrath. They sound like they're in pain. They got some shields. Some shieldmen. We give ourselves some buffs. That might be the play. Knock off a couple shields. And then Troubadour Trumpet. To which she can Bad Omen and strip them of their shields. Nope. Well, yeah. But the first hit isn't gonna... Oh no, actually, because we have a mark or something like that, we actually got 2 more points back, so we can theoretically get pure damage on them.
Let the ink flow.
Not quite enough. I guess we should switch back this Fire Rage. Maybe. We'll keep it a little longer. It's definitely interesting. So we came in from that way, now we're going this way. twisting turns. 69 once more. And now we got an angry one. Get her to 25%. She's still kind of slow. Her crit's still a little low. How do you see me already? It's pretty cool imagery here. What do we got? Ramasur Bonk. 2. Here we go. Every other burning enemy. Yeah, this is pretty sick. And they dodged it. We have to use all of our points on Fire Rage. Well, we don't have to, but if we're going to do it, we have to. It burned to death anyway. Pretty good. Feeling good about the battles. It appears that this might be like a very similar layout to the Sadness area. In that there's loot up here, maybe. Resplendent Chroma. And then that's the way to go. The angry face. Or the shouting face. Over here is going to be like a dead-end cliff.
Good stuff.
And then there's loot this way, which will also be a dead end eventually. They're so angry, they're fighting each other. I stunned the one that wasn't even aware of me. The other two were coming to attack me. I shot the one in the back. Unfortunately, he doesn't have good attacks to deal with shields. I guess I should have, I should be switching his thing, maybe. Oh, Cultist Blood's not bad. We need 3, though. Ah, screw it. That was a wasted attack for sure. Bad Omen. Setting up for a good Bad Omen is all we really need to do. As long as they're not resist to dark, of course. We should just do that. Confirm the kill. Don't even let them try. Revive Tin Shard. That is lovely. It encouraged me not to go back to camp even further. Everyone loves that. It's not a dead end. But it just kind of leads back to the main path eventually. Further, onwards. We got a contortionist. Confirm the hit. Make sure you slap it in the forehead. Let's go with the Demonior Thunder. We get a break on the Phantom Blades, we might as well.
The storm is coming.
Make sure it collapses. No mark. We got the mark there. So now we can mayhem. It'll die on its turn. I like how it just flew in the air after being on the ground. That's fun. Got loot, and otherwise a dead end. Powered attack on every damage dealt. Try to consume 1 AP. If successful, increase damage by 20. Yo, that's a Verso skill if I've ever seen it. Can he afford that anywhere? Energizing attack is 10 otherwise. I'm trying to see if I can get away with it. What is combo attack? It's also 10. Augmented counter. I guess we could turn off augmented counter for powered attack. That seems good. On every damage dealt, to try to consume 1 AP. If successful, increase damage. So it's gonna cut our AP thing, our AP by quite a while. Let's see how this works, because it's gonna change our AP math. Normally we were getting 5 AP per hit, or per attack, base attack I should say. Every time we press the button, not base attack, because we get 2 base attacks per press of the button. Oh, there really is it over here? Oh no, there's some more stuff over here. I just forgot I jumped down. So that was, again, this is where we came from, the flag. Now we go over here. Kind of feeling like I should maybe stand. Ooh, there's a manor door. Let's do this battle. I'm gonna hit my standing desk, so I'll be a little quiet in the next moment. Okay, sorry, I was standing at the desk and trying to control with one hand, which was not really a thing that was happening. We're just all about trying to strip them of their shields. I don't know why the mark didn't proc until there. I was getting a little scared. It probably would have still been fine. I thought that would be enough.
Lady Luck's smiling today.
I figured I would try to counterattack, so I was like, I don't want to hit it with a tiny thing and maybe get myself hurt. Double burn on applying a burn stack, apply a second one. Ooh, who wants that? Who's been burning? Mael could use that. I could see that being part of why she had a crazy build for a moment there. Who else is burning? Not really anyone. I think we maybe could get away with taking off the auto shell, longer shell. And also, I just realized this doesn't indeed say glass cannon as the skill. My buddy mentioned it and I wasn't sure because I didn't see it before. But there are other mentions of cannon, like that's the incorrect canon of a glass cannon. But because it's about a story, it kind of makes sense. Oh wait, we can give her energizing start. Oh, sick. So that's a downside of having energizing start 1 is you can't put on this Lumina, the cheap Lumina. Yo, she has even more points to start is actually crazy. So Verso doesn't even need energizing start. Let's be real. Although we just changed his setup, so we'll see how this goes. Oh no, he has energizing attack. What am I saying? No one has energizing start 1. You can swap off his healing share. Although it looks like this just leveled up. Oh, we're looking at the Luminas. It did just level up. I kind of like the auto rush on him. And then we're good. Actually, I want to see, does he have skills? Does he has skills? He does has skills. I can confirm. We got the manor door. Cellar door. Nothing over here, just a little hole. Just a little hole. I'm try to get my standing mat. I say try. It's like in the corner, and I didn't want to disconnect my headphones. Got like a little train set here, a little toy train. The music stopped for the piano. It's so funny that I was like almost producing a quality song. There's a dog. That's a good boy right there. Monoko? Is that why Monoko is the beast man? It feels like this manor is like... I have a feeling it's a recreation of the manor that they developed in, but I can't tell. I don't know, I have to like relook at some of their promo stuff. I'm intrigued anyway.
Art can be a window, and art can be a mirror. And great art is both. Son, you'll never be a true artist if there's always a mask between you and the viewer, especially when the viewer is you.
Dang. What, you calling me out? Saying I gotta take off the mask? It might be about time. That I want this SK plushie. What the heck is an SK plushie? Some of these paintings would be actually pretty sick to have IRL as well. All the way at the end of the upper hallway. It's funny that it loaded in this as we turn the corner. I'm missing a door there. It's fun though. Always like going back to this manor. I still can't tell if this... Like I wanna... Where's the cellar? No, this is the library one. Oops, actually wait, it's right here. The storage area. I wanted to get a better look. It does seem like it's not exactly the same manor, but they probably got inspiration. Could you imagine going to work as like, oh, we're gonna make this new game, and by the way, this is a new studio. Drive up and it's a manor, like a mansion, and then you just start exploring it, and then I'm sure there's plenty of crap already in there that you like. You're renting out the place, so you're just kind of like letting it be, or moving this stuff as you need. But you're like you know, you're seeing pieces of history. Pieces of French history. I'm sure it helped inspire this game. That's kind of what I'm getting at. I would not be surprised. Seems like you only get your mark back if their shield has been stripped. I feel like this guy probably has the highest attack. Not Monoko, or sorry, I meant the highest HP. The Bouche-Clier. I don't know what Clier means.
Feel better.
I missed a shot. Bad omen. $44. Could have been faster. I was thinking about it a little too hard. Saw a Discord message once again. Should alt tab and change that. I think we're done here now though. Did we go in here? Yeah, of course we did. Because that was the right side path as we crept along the mountain. So we checked up all that. Now it's time to encounter the Face of Rage. A mask, it seems connected to the Axon. It speaks. He who cannot fight fate. Behind his scowl, emotions blaze. But in the shadows, his temper fades. What am I but a mask of? Something happens. It's even yelling, like, yelling out in range. Yeah, that noise. Makes sense that the Bouche-Clier is the boss here. Seething. Okay, first, we probably... just spread some damage. Used the wrong one, wasn't expecting the gradient. It's fine though. We will shoot that. Shooting so much I was like gaining AP because of the mark and whatnot. So what we can do now is Searing Bond on this and it'll hit the other lady, and I don't know what the other lady's name was. This is a new song. He's on agile, so we can get a good bonk in there. Probably will take it out, maybe. Yeah. A lot of messages about playing, and then all it did was counterattack. I haven't figured out what the counterattack is because every time we take it out, and we're gonna do so right now anyway. We didn't quite take it out, but I saw the break damage was almost there, so I assumed it might. This will take it out. Mayhem still pretty good. It's good to see. They cleared them. You ever get so angry you explode? I guess the sad one is you ever get so sad you explode? And then the final one is joy. So there's no loot back there. I imagine, since I already checked the other one, it's not even his, it's... She got Elorim. Cleared them. Critical hits with skills give 2 AP once per turn. 20% increased lightning damage. Well, we're not doing lightning damage. I didn't even know she had lightning damage. So the last one's right here.
It definitely hurts him. I think I saw one more path.
That's good. We're weakening him.
This feels off.
Well, maybe we don't. It does feel a little off, I will admit. Okay, here's what I'm considering. We're gonna explore this little zone, and maybe we don't fight Joy. Maybe we let Joy live. Are y'all happy to see me? Yeah, you know it. You know they are. These ones are gonna be the boss as well. I kind of want to just fight them anyway, because what I think what's gonna happen is it's actually gonna make the boss stronger. I wonder, but like they can't really do that though, can they? Because then you might be like stuck if you accidentally make the boss harder on yourself. That said, we are getting XP just killing these things, right? So it's like, no matter what, even if I don't use my quick time events properly, they die, so. I guess I want to fight the boss here, but also I want to see what happens if you don't. I'm conflicted. What I imagine is going to happen is...
I'm so joyful. I'm almost jealous.
On the surface, at least.
He who guards truth with lies.
I think we're just slow on that. Nope. Cultist blood is exactly what I was looking for. Love to hurt my good buddy. It really just dodged all the attacks. That's funny. Making Minoko look like a fool. Do you think you can do it? Let's do it. And by do it, I mean one shot, but I didn't think it would. I wasn't sure. I'll be real. Let's try to break it. I had a feeling it would work. Oh, I had it. I had it and then I didn't. But the mayhem, it's fine. It's broken, so it's fine. Contortionist. It's already so full on its bar. Which means we can just do this again. It literally didn't even get a chance to attack. Farming out resplendent chromas, which is pretty nice. It's a very similar layout, if not exactly the same as the other ones. I'm gonna say exactly the same. Another case of they like are reusing assets, but they're making them distinct enough in a way. I think it worked. I don't know. It's hard to tell sometimes. I should have done that. I should have done this. We can still use the thunder. Trying to figure out what Deminier means. Searing Bond's pretty sick. And so is Mayhem. Little overkill, but it's fun.
69th Expedition.
Nice.
Fleur. Good thing Anthony upgraded all the climbing handholds. Not only are they much easier to install in the cliff faces, they're also a lot nicer to use. We're setting the last few handholds tomorrow. Then we can finally get out of these caverns and see the sun again. I can't wait to rejoin the mountaineering team. I still remember that first mountain we scaled. Watching the sun rise above the clouds was magical. But rappelling down as we set the handholds was pure exhilaration. I know some of the others chafe at being restricted to recon only. I get it's not very satisfying making maps and prepping trails while people are dying. But this prep work will pay off in the long run. It may not be glamorous, but truly essential work rarely is. Doesn't make it any less important. And as the Expedition 69 motto says, we are literally laying a trail for the ones who come after. Step by step, handhold by handhold, each expedition carries the next one forward.
Okay. She's passionate. Passionate 69ers. Oh. Time for some joy. It's time for baguette. Oh, is it time for Verso to get his bet? Yes, it is. You know it is. Sick. I'm happy with that. Alright, what do we got here? We can do Troubadour, Trumpet, take out 2. That might be the play. We need the rush. We actually go a lot faster than that. This. Then now we go marking card. We need break damage, but it's fine. We'll figure it out. In fact, we have enough to do mayhem now. It's funny that it says perfect on the attack, on the counter, or the quick time events. But really, it's like a pretty big space as to what is they consider perfect. Unfortunately, he kind of needs to do something. So we'll give an energy to himself. He had nothing else to do. Phantom Blade, for sure. And we actually broke it with that, which is surprising. Almost. At the very least, we can get an immolate on it. Oh, it's not marked anymore. Oh well, it's fine.
Feel the burn.
And then now he can do some big damage. Galt Fury. This attack is actually huge. I undervalue it, how much damage it does. Just because it's so many hits. She doesn't have any cards on it, so probably, I guess we'll just marking card it. Just in case it doesn't die. It does. Marking card's really good. Baguette mode! Let's friggin' go! You've been pure long enough. It's time to taint you. With how French you could be. Sick. And that's why we go into the joy. Look at this guy. So joyful to be there, so joyful to ambush you. Oh, did you notice this? Because I didn't. It's literally looking at you too. It's pretty messed up, bros. Getting spicy. He's saying that because he's dying. He's saying that because he's in danger. Oops. Oops. It would have killed probably.
Okay.
She's just way too strong. It's funny because it seems like they cap your damage at 9999, and I'm still like one-shotting fools ridiculously, even without it.
Lovely.
Where did we see that lurker? Up there? Why? So weird. Guess you didn't really need to shoot it if it wasn't looking at you.
A bit of violence, yes.
Kind of screwed that up.
Here we go. A storm is coming.
Okay, she didn't actually take it all out. Oh, she doesn't have enough. Oh well, immolate will be enough. Immolate's pretty bad though, we should probably try to remove it. It's done its job.
An advantage.
30% increased damage but can't be healed. Meow. We're swapping out Confident for Confident Fighter. Might as well for now. What if we put Confident on him? Has he got new skills? I don't think so. What does Confident do again? 50% less damage. That's not what we're looking for. In fact, Confident probably wasn't really helping the Mael skill all that much anyway. Or the Mael build. What happens if you get it wrong? Sort of my question. Appears to be a weapon on the ground. Wait, why am I only... Oh, I took him out of the party. Whoops.
Eyes don't lie.
I know I did something in that menu by mistake, but... it's fine. Although he is the lowest level member, so if anyone should be in the party, it's him. Phantom Blade.
A storm is coming.
Big burn. Oh yeah, I forgot she has doubling burn. New weapon Confuso. Light damage can burn on critical hits. Apply 3 burn instead of mark. Weird. Okay, so now the question is... do we fight this boss? What's the worst thing that's gonna happen? I just don't want to have to backtrack. That's the answer. He who painted this world, seeking what he could not grasp, longing to share with those he loves, behind his smile. What could it be? Joy. Something happens. Time to laugh. The jovial Moissanus. Moissanus. Yeah. I ain't concerned about it healing. I'm gonna one-shot it. It usually means... Usually if there's a boss that heals, it has lower HP. Also, I didn't put Buddy back in the group. I'm so dumb. Wait. I need flame.
Eyes don't lie.
Oh, this thing's already almost dead.
Feel the burn.
I don't know what kind of damage. I guess it's gradient damage. I was so close. This fight's over. Kind of want to try taking out the boss before the enemy and see what happens. Or the boss before the ad. I guess I should have also seen what happened if I got the answer wrong.
Do me in. Eyes don't lie. Feel better.
Chapelim. Last one. You ever laugh so much you die? That's how I want to go. Chapelim. Seems like something's screaming there. I wonder what that could be. Increased break damage from per earth stain. Gain 9 AP on breaking enemy. That's silly. I want to see it at 50% crit. Is that crazy? What's she scale with? HP? That's crazy. That's what's crazy. And also, like, she's slow. Have I mentioned this lady here is very pretty? I won't mention it again. What about this lady? What about this guy? What about this guy? What's he about? I'm doing it. I'm putting points in defense. His attack is... No, I was gonna say almost matching up with everyone else's, and not really. Kind of, maybe, no. He's like 200 points behind. She doesn't need crit. She only leveled up once, that makes sense though. She's a little slow now. What about you, bud? What you working with here? That's a lot of points spent. What about skills? She got 4. Absorbs allies' health and enemies' foretell to deal increased damage. What does that mean? It's gonna steal HP from my buddies? That's pretty sick. Propagates target's foretell to all enemies. Intervention's actually kind of cool too. We probably want this. Deals extreme single target dark damage. Applies 10 foretell. Can break. We've kind of just been playing as him for a while, eh?
We should be able to fight the Axon properly now.
Let's answer this thing's invitation.
Once again, pretty cool, like, imagery. Got another shade. Still can't fully understand the relevance of them. I would have traded my years for his. His life was cut short. He had so much more to do, to experience this senseless war. Why? To what end? Lives shattered for what? He was innocent. Innocent. It was the folly of his elders, but he paid the price for our hubris. I would have traded my years for his. Who are you talking about? This place, this Axon, they're all part of his story. The man has gone silent. You looking at me funny? All right. Onwards and upwards.
Minoko, what does that mean? He who guards truth with lies.
Exactly what it sounds like.
Guard as in protect? Or guard as in control?
Yes.
Also, I just noticed he's soiled his underwear because he's so bloody. So what you're saying is we probably don't want to fight this thing. Here we go. I recognize he's hurt, but it's kind of part of his build.
I think you pissed him off.
Okay, all of that just to fight. Now, did we make the fight easier or harder? A mask emerges.
Take cover!
Big damage. We could have parried that. We still... we still didn't put him back in the squad. What is wrong with me? I'm so dumb. Oh my gosh. That just happened. This better not be a two-phase fight. At the very least, if this squad wipes, we have the backup squad ready. The doubt mask. I wasn't sure if it was going to end. It's the perfect doubtful attack. Just marking card again, I guess. You can get a good immolate here. I messed up the first timing. Anxiety. Yeah, that made me anxious. Plentiful Harvest is pretty good right now. Oh, they're exhausted? Oh no. Screw it. Attack. The Peace Mask tries to build shields. Those aren't shields. I guess, okay. Every time it hit me, it was a shield.
No margin for error. I'm waiting.
Confidence. Well, it did heal. Some big damage. GG. Phase 1's over. Didn't have to use our third characters or 3 other characters. That's how you know you're overleveled a little, maybe. I mean, it's phase 1 clearly, but I'm not getting ahead of myself. I like how our thing is filled with energy.
People want so badly to know what's behind the mask.
Right.
Front, back, recto, verso.
Verso?
Great art is both window and mirror. Whether it's your mask or theirs.
So true, bestie.
Harmless, huh?
He's the real Axon.
Child, we all need masks, but how you use them.
That's not surprising. The question is, like, how does that relate to everything else? Unfortunately, she doesn't have energy, so we're gonna give her some and hope that she survives this next flurry. Calls the mask of emotions. Nothing happens.
Dodge Ciel.
Okay.
If I die, so
Not
be it.
very big damage. No marks? No marks.
No.
It's weak to dark.
It's coming.
We mayhem.
Dodge Ciel.
Ciel lives. Question is, do we... Yeah, we probably revive.
Sorry I failed.
Okay, it wasn't too bad. Nice. We get the mayhem again. Decent break damage. Now gains a shield for every time it hits us.
So be it.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, this is it. Well, we need her to live. Let's do Plentiful Harvest, which is going to Twilight us.
I'll do it.
Surprised that wasn't a gradient attack.
The storm is coming.
We just try to strip as many shields as we can right now, and then she can Radiant, or Gradient, I did it again. And it's weak to dark, so... Yeah. I had a feeling that was gonna pop off. 30% increased damage until a hit is received. Looks like the opposite of that other... The one that we have on Death's Door on Monoko.
We did it.
Mile, you weren't even touched. We did it with 2 people.
We all need masks.
Phase 3. They're trying to put a mask on him, but he already has one. She's always wearing a mask, so this means nothing to her.
This mask can't hurt me. Because it is me.
Real. I know that feeling. I got so many masks, I lost count.
You okay? What happened?
Axe on down. Let's bring this to the curator.
She has nothing to say. She doesn't want to talk about her mask. What's there to talk about? He saw it all, though. And he did nothing to stop it, even though he was already wearing a mask as well.
That was Verso, wasn't it?
What does that mean? That was Verso, wasn't it, Renoir? Well, I guess he's implying that Renoir is going to notice that they have defeated an Axon. That said, that was very easy, in my opinion. Like I said, we did it with 2 people by accident.
Me? You want me to give it to you?
Why?
Why did Lune have it anyway? I guess she's the new team leader.
That was... I saw...
What happened?
I saw... It was... Renoir?
I used to see him in my nightmares too. He can be quite traumatizing.
I don't like this. We're gonna give them both the power things. It's gonna make a weapon for Renoir. It's gonna turn out Verso is a double agent. He actually loves his dad. Game saved. Okay, I'm gonna call this a video because I need to take a break. I need some things to do. Or I got some things to do. I need to do some things to do. I'll stop talking. Thanks for watching, folks. Hope you enjoyed. This has been a good time. If you agree, click that like button, and I'll see you next time. Bye.